CI Cable, Channel 38, bringing it to you. Jim Smith, along with myself, Dan Burch, John, our trusty cameraman, and Family Ties Productions bring you the final game on this floor. Granted, they're not going to tear down the old barn, Smitty, but on this floor, it is one of the hottest teams in the state. The Moline Maroons, they've won 20 of their last 22, including 2 wins over these U.T.H.S. Panthers. However, East Moline did knock them off early in the year. UT with the victory. United Township beat them when they started off 0-4. Obviously a huge size advantage as we see the teams being introduced on the Maroons front.
Well, Dan, you come in, there's an old saying around the Quad Cities, it's hard to beat the same team 3 times in one season, and that goes back to the days when there was 2 conference games and then a regional game. Well, this year we got an anomaly where we got, this is the 4th time they've met. So
we mentioned the UT won the first game, Scotty Olson's troops knocking them off in the Geneseo tournament, but Frank Dexter's Maroons won both Western Big 6 matchups.
Exactly. And I think a lot of the, you'll find a lot of the rise of the Maroons dovetailing with their switching off to a zone defense. They were playing man-to-man early in the season, switched into the zone. Boy, were they playing tough then.
There you see one of the Maroon starters being introduced, one of their seniors, Nick DeVilder, coming off a poor outing though, just 4 of 14 in their win the other night over Rochelle. Springer, not gaudy stats, the junior starting at the other guard position, but coming off a good game. The junior who's played really well, about 14.7 rebounds a game for Ian Hanneman.
Got in a little foul trouble early the last 2 times we've seen him, so he's got to watch that tonight.
Travis Wilson, their leader, he's only a junior coming off a 24-point outing. And the dirty work man, Steve Cottrell. We missed the starters for UT. I mentioned Fagerlin will be a key, the center. He's really the only guy with any real size inside. Brewster coming off a huge game. Not only did he get 19 points, but 6 rebounds the other night again in their win in the first round against Princeton. He'll be a key as 3-point shooting.
And something that didn't show up in his stats for Jacob Brewster the other night. We did that game against Princeton, and he played outstanding defense.
And a couple of sophomores, one of them coming off an ankle injury, Josh Evans, Tyson Warden. They will be huge if the sophomores can step up and keep UT in this game. Once again, 4th meeting. Moline has won 2 of 1. UT the first one. Scotty Olson and Scott Hunter on the bench for the Panthers. They are the 6th seed. They are 10-15. As I mentioned, they beat Princeton in round 1, 52-41 to advance. The Maroons come in with an impressive 20-6 mark. They've won 20 of their last 22. They won the Western Big 6. They are the 3rd seed, and they won the other night over Rochelle, 49-32. They weren't happy with the win, but hell, they won by 17.
No. Yeah, they call it a lackluster effort, and they look like a blowout if you look at the score.
Travis Wilson will jump it up against Fagerlin. Each player about 6'2", 6'3", but Travis got a little more hops. Moline in the white, the home team here on Wharton Fieldhouse floor. Final game here, as we mentioned, UT and the visiting black. Good guys, bad guys, if you will, Smitty.
Yeah.
Moline controls UT in a man-to-man. DeVilder's open, thought about the 3. Nice pass inside. The bucket was for Springer, and it's 2-0 Maroons.
Jacob Brewster goes to the floor, and DeVilder sees the opportunity, takes it right to the hole. Somebody's going to be open.
You know, the Maroons come out and pressure. They are the bigger team. That could have been a backcourt. He missed it. I think he did miss it. Frank Dexter's up complaining to no avail. The trap in the corner. Josh Evans wins it, gets it to Brewster.
That over and back call was really not an over and back call. The ball and everything has to be over the line, and it was not.
Thank you, referee Schmidt. As usual, I'm wrong. Moline sitting back in the zone. UT taking their time.
Coach Dexter anticipated this a little bit, I think. UT thinks that they're not going to be able to compete with their athleticism and against the zone defense. So let's take a little air out.
Scotty Olson said to me before the game, I said, you're going to press, you're going to push it up. He smiled. Obviously, I was wrong on 2 counts there. He says, guerrilla tactics, anything we can do. And this is one of them. Nice feed inside. Fagerlin, look baseline, back out top. Cody Duran's out at the point. Brewster is on the right wing. He has the ball. He can let it fly. There's Fagerlin out top. He doesn't look like he's even going to think about shooting. That is Warden on the wing with it now.
It's like Fagerland's job in the middle is to distribute, find somebody breaking to the baseline, find somebody down low on the blocks.
Josh Evans, coming off the ankle injury, has it now. He was working the baseline. Brewster was open. They didn't get it to him. Well, this may make the game go quickly. Fagerland looking to Brewster. He can launch it. It's 2-0 Moline, taking their time.
Well, they're running Evans baseline to baseline. Obviously trying to overload the zone.
There's the feed. Evans, the turnaround, little short. Rebound. Nobody has it yet. Still nobody. Brewster with it. Well, how's that for excitement? Oh, he stepped
Brewster backed up and stepped on the line.
Tell you what, Smitty, I never saw a loose small rebound so exciting after this long time.
I know that, but about 4, 5, 6 players touched that ball before Brewster came out of the pack with it.
The best thing to do to a team who wants to stall on you is this. Score early and quickly. Nice feed by Wilson.
Well, it's a running one-handed bounce pass, push the ball up. Coach Dexter, in his comments in the paper this morning, said that if they want to play that slow tempo, take the air out game, we'll get out ahead.
Brewster, nice feed to Fagerland. He misses. Cottrell with the board.
Panthers cannot afford to miss any of those point-blank opportunities. They're in a situation where they can do nothing wrong tonight.
4-0 Maroons. That's Hennepin. His second bucket. But more importantly, some nice passing. You hear about Wilson and DeVilder, their top scorers, but they'll give it up. Evans on the wing. They'll take their time, trailing 6-0.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if it continues like this.
Hannafin with the steal. DeVilder over to Wilson. As I said, very unselfish. Timeout UT, and you can't blame them. 8-0 run. The slowdown game is not working. Maroons on top. We'll break and be back with TCI Cable Channel 38. There you see Frank Dexter in the Maroon huddle, designing some plays. His are working. He's up 8-0. Scotty Olsen, guerrilla warfare. He has to go to plan B, as you said during the break, Schmitty. Maybe time to find something else.
We played 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Maroons have they're 4 of 4 from the field. Panthers are 0 for 2. And that's just not going to work now.
Well, I'm glad you can see the clock, Jim, because I can't. So 3:15 going by. It's 8-0 Maroons, and they're going to come after them again. As I mentioned in the open, Moline is one of the hottest teams in the state, cracking the rankings, beating Galesburg, Quincy, and the rest of the Western Big Six, I should say, people, including Alleman, who plays tonight, ranked 5th in Class A. Brewster on a drive.
Jacob Brewster, good penetration, soft finger roll layup. He's known for his three-point shooting, but he's also a very fine driver to the basket.
UT on the board. Panthers' first bucket, it's 8-2. DeVilder pressured by Brewster. Hannafin already had 2 buckets. That doesn't fall. Gets his rebound though. Wilson out to DeVilder. He'll drive baseline. No. Tip. No. Rebound still with it. Hanging tough, Nick DeVilder. 10-2 Moline. There's the pressure. You can see the size different even from here up here on this angle. There's a reach and no, it's a double dribble walk. He called both of them. What was it?
Yeah, 2 turnovers now for the Panthers.
And that's definitely a key when you're playing the slowdown game. You've got to be the more disciplined team.
Well, you know, it's Moline coming out and giving that 3/4 court press. Maybe they might pick that pressure up a little bit just to keep the tempo going eventually. Although right now everything's going their way.
Panthers still in the man-to-man. There's a charge, kind of a late call. I think they're going to call it, though. It is.
It'll be Kenny Spranger had put that shoulder down and got it in Fagerland's chest.
So Spranger picks up the foul. It's 10-2. First quarter action. Family Ties Productions all season long has been happy to bring you Western Big Six basketball, even MAC Conference basketball on the Iowa side. It's playoff time, and we're glad we can bring it to you as well. There's that pressure. It seems like they're still going to keep it about where it's at. Not super intense, but hey, they're going to milk the clock as well. Slow them up just a tad. UT's in no hurry. Dexter Moline and Olson of UT, both coaches off the bench. Scotty on a knee, the jacket off. Frank in that. Well, I guess when the school colors are maroon, you can wear something that looks like that. But yeah. I didn't have the heart to tell him before the game, Smitty. Woo!
He's been wearing that jacket for at least 20 games in a row. We know that. Nope. Ball picked away. Another turnover.
Here they come. Alley-oop to Wilson. No. But they get it back. They find Travis again. The bucket and the foul.
But what a strong move. Travis Wilson was fouled hard on the way up. He held on to the ball.
Well, he's really coming on. You know, he doesn't have the gaudy statistics of a Joey Range or a Ricky Davis over at Davenport North, but he doesn't have to. He's got DeVilder, he's got Hanovan. I mean, they all distributed it with about 14, 15 a crack, but everybody in the States knows he's a heck of a player.
And you said it earlier, the Maroons playing very unselfish. They like winning. They like doing what they're doing. Coach Dexter's got them buying into the system, and yeah, let's do that.
And talk about a turnaround. Watching Moline last year, they had the talent, but they seemed to, I don't know if they just didn't gel. As Wilson converts a three-point play, he has 5, and it's 13-2.
2:35 remaining here in the first quarter.
Knocked away out of bounds. UT will get it back.
You'll notice that the Panthers are really spreading their offense out, trying to spread the Maroon defense out to create some seams in that, because we've seen the Maroons play many times this season. If you pack your offense in and let Moline pack their zone in, those 3 guys out front have long arms. There's not many passing lanes.
Nearly stolen away. Cottrell tried to run it down, could not. DeVilder on Brewster. Brewster with the only bucket for the Panthers. Are you going to buy a piece of this floor, Smitty?
Yeah, I touched the rim here once.
Once. Hey, nice reverse by the sophomore Josh Evans. His ankle looked okay on that one. That was a pretty feat as well.
Well, he didn't play at all in the first quarter the other night and ended up second leading scorer. So in 3 quarters, he was in double figures.
DeVilder using his height advantage, doesn't get it to drop, trying to back him in. 13-4. Ooh, maybe got away with one. Knocked out of bounds. UT should get it back.
Referee's looking for help. Cottrell seemed to think that might have gone off Warden, but Panthers are going to have the ball in front of the Maroon bench here.
Panthers with the ball in their black. Brewster with it in his hands. Moline still in a very laid-back zone. They have a 9-point lead. Knocked away out to DeVilder. Oh, nice hustle. It's too bad he stepped out of bounds. Beautiful hustle. Was that
Brian Sparks?
Thank you. Number 20, Brian Sparks, who checked in. I thought it was Durant for a minute. I saw the 0. Thank you very much. Although you should be familiar with this club.
I've seen him once or twice. See him in the hallways.
Alley-oop on the inbound to Wilson. Blocked! Big block there. Steve Lopez is checked in as well, along with Sparks. And there's a foul.
DeVilder going to pick up a foul. Got both forearms on Sparky's chest and pushed him off balance. They're going to call that one every time.
Second team foul for Moline. UT has 1. It's still 13-4 Maroons.
120.
As we crank it down here, first quarter action. Well, Moline's got to be happy with how it's gone for the most part. Pick is set by Brewster. He penetrates. Lopez with it, nearly lost it. Brewster has it back. Open baseline Evans. He almost loses it for a bit. Missed, knocked out of bounds. Look at the bodies flying. That was some great effort once again. Brian Sparks.
Sparks swung in on a vine on that one. He just got kind of got undercut. It wasn't intentional, but Kenny Spranger was kind of bent over, and Sparky just landed on top of him.
Sparks and Lopez, a couple of seniors coming off the bench and playing a little bit harder, I think. They can sense it could be their last game, maybe.
Yeah, somebody goes home tonight. This is it. Not only is it the last game at Wharton, it's the last game for one of these two teams this year.
Wilson posting up, they go to him, trying to make some things happen. Spin move, lost it. There it is, the traveling violation, another turnover.
Travis pivoted on both feet that time. He established his pivot foot with his left foot and then pushed off and spun off on his right foot, so he doesn't like it. And that works on the playground, but when guys are calling, it doesn't work.
It's as loud as I've heard it here in a while. Both crowds into it, the natural rivalry, Moline and up the street towards East Moline, UT. They're both on 23rd Avenue as we count down the first quarter, or should I say 42nd Avenue for your neck of the woods.
20.
Same street, though.
Same street. We're down to coming up on 10 seconds.
11 seconds, counting down, we're at 10. They go inside to Evans, he drives left side, got it. 5 seconds, it's still counting down. Stolen away, Evans! Oh no, he could get one but not the other at the end of a quarter of play. Moline leads it 13-6, we'll be back.
AIC offers a great education for career-minded individuals in a short amount of time and money. Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
Will an AIC education prepare my daughter for employment?
We have been serving the Quad City area for over 60 years and have a 97% placement rate of our graduates.
Hey parents, are you looking for a unique gift idea for your kids? Or do you just want them out of the house and into the yard? How about a backyard soccer goal from Flicks on State Street? They let your kids play soccer like the pros at least 3 seasons of the year. Made of rugged PVC pipe, Flicks sells goals in 2 sizes, the 4x6 foot youth size and the full size 6x12 footer. Backyard soccer will never be the same, and you'll be the proudest soccer parents in the league. Get your kicks and your backyard soccer goals at Flicks on State Street in Bettendorf.
Leading United Township 13-6. As I mentioned, the rivalry here is 23rd Avenue runs in next town. It becomes 42nd. It is a rivalry with these two clubs, so it's kind of nice. I think they meet on this final game here played on the old Wharton Fieldhouse gymnasium floor.
You know, this rivalry goes way back, 60-some years ago. My dad played basketball for United Township, and they beat Moline in the regional. And in those days, the first and second place teams went on, and Moline beat them in the sectional, and then East Moline went home that year. That was 1936.
I was going to say, your father.
Yeah, I've heard that story many times, by the way.
Yeah, and with, you throw Rock Island and Galesburg into the mix, and this whole conference has some history.
Got a little too much defense there. Marcus Morrow in the game now for the Maroons.
The foul on DeVilder. Excuse me, it was on Morrow, you call it.
Dorian Earls checked in.
Morrow started earlier in the year for a few games. Spranger now starting, and Earl coming off his best game against Galesburg to wrap up that Western Big Six title. That, according to his coach, Frank Dexter. You can see Dorian resembles his big brother a little bit. Not quite as long-limbed as AC. Dorian with the rebound. Pays off already. Out to DeVilder.
Panthers got the shot they wanted. Brewster from the arc. He was just a little strong.
Morrow nearly thrown away. DeVilder with it to Earl. Wilson was posted up. They go across to Morrow. Hanovan is in there as well, posting up down low. He'll come and get it.
You know, it appears that the Maroons want to come down and get a quick shot off if they can get it. If not, let's pull it back out, set up, and run some pattern.
They're in no hurry. Spranger comes in for Morrow quickly. As I said, the Maroons in no hurry. They lead by 7.
Now we've gone over a minute now in the second quarter without a score.
DeVilder nearly thrown away. Hanovan with it. Kicks it out. Spranger, no, Earl nearly Smalley got it. Tip throw pass to Vilder. Brewster just hands off to Hanneman. He looked like one of your old option quarterbacks, Smitty. DeVilder blocked. Nice block by Lopez, but then there's a whistle.
That's 2 for Steve Lopez now tonight. And then Brian Sparks underneath there. He knew Wilson was going to go up and put that through, so he just said, well, I'm going to keep your arms down here by your side. So
Sparks' first foul, team second.
If there is such a thing as a good foul, that was probably it.
Wilson has been to the line once, hit it. He had 5 points in the first quarter to lead all scorers, looking to add to it. Also looking to build on their 13-6 lead. The UT fans behind this basket chanting Travis, kind of in the old Daryl Strawberry. And Wilson says, no problem.
I don't think he hears them.
He has half a dozen. The lead back up to 8.
Well, Travis did attend grade school, junior high in East Moline, so he probably knows a few of those people over there.
He's 3 for 3. And it's 15-6. Ooh, a little bit more pressure now. Wilson better slide his feet. That's just lazy defense. I give Travis credit for hitting the free throws, but there.
He just stepped in front. That's all there was to it. Now 14 fouls now. We'll see if that becomes a factor.
Scotty Olson would hope so.
Team foul number 4.
Got to tell everybody about the UT girl player who's participating at state. The Galesburg girls down there won. This taped on a Friday. One Friday already, making it to the Final Four. 3-point attempt. Got it.
Tyson Warden from deep in the corner.
But there's a girl from UT, Smitty, who's participating in the
Amy
three-point
Tubbs.
shootout.
She's in the Final Four.
Wish her well. Knocked away by Lopez. He's been a bear on defense.
And she's only a sophomore. Amy Tubbs only a sophomore.
That's a good one. Of course, Molly Watson from Galesburg would probably be in that contest as well if she wasn't leading the Silver Streaks. She was in one earlier this year and helped the girls beat the boys on Sports Channel. 3, long, over the basket. UT will get it back. They're slowly hanging in there. It's only a 6-point game, 15-9. Hey, who knows? Another 3, and we've got this place rocking. We're in the second quarter. The Maroons have led throughout. Slow start for the Panthers.
Well, Coach Olson's got his charges in a good frame of mind here. They haven't panicked. They're going to go ahead and run. Mm-hmm. They've been working against this. They know Moline's going to play their 1-2-2 zone. They've obviously worked their offense against it.
Nice feed. Oh, Lopez gets it. I thought he missed it for a minute.
4-point game.
And they are on. There's a foul on Brewster, a little excited. It was 13-2 at one time, so it's a 9-2 Panther run.
Panthers number 23, Jacob Brewster, his first personal. Team foul number 3.
Panthers look like they're going to apply a little pressure here. Everybody but on Wilson. So
Lopez steps up. Steve gets a bucket to go with a couple blocks.
And we got Brewster really in DeVilder's face.
Well, you know Nick can shoot. You got to get him.
They don't want to let him loose because they know it.
Wilson, he's so strong inside.
Travis just cleared. He just swatted Steve Lopez off and said, I'm clearing out.
We've seen it happen. You know, even you talk the NCAA tournament, UCLA won a few years back, like O'Bannon stepped up. Now Wilson's scoring average is comparable to Hanneman, and stolen away, Wilson with it. But he's coming off a 24-point game. Maybe in the playoffs he's going to really step it up as he turns the ball over. Jinx, who else? Lopez. He's got a couple blocks, couple steals, knocked a few away. He's getting it done off the bench for UT.
Well, dude, 2 good defensive plays there.
It's Lopez again. Oh, doesn't get it to go, but it'll go to the line.
Well, he had 2 Maroons up in the air there, just couldn't convert. Who's that foul going to go on? Hanneman or Cottrell? I think it's going to be Hanneman.
You got that.
His first personal. Team foul number 5. Shooting 2 for the Panthers, number 34, Stephen Lopez.
Lopez at the line.
Number 52, Jonathan Gordon.
Jonathan Borden comes in. He's got some stats as the miss by Lopez. Borden coming off the bench, averages over 4 points, 3 rebounds.
And Jonathan started the other night in the regional opener against Princeton. So
he's another sophomore. So 3 sophomores in your top 5, 6. That's not bad. Looking for the future. Lopez gets the second one to drop. It's 17-12, Moline. There's some more pressure. Hanovan with it, goes left with his right hand, and picks up a foul. Second quick one for Ian. He had Wilson on the right side and just didn't look that way.
Well, he missed that shot. I think that's one of those, I got to do something real outstanding now, and picked up a foul. That's 6 team fouls now.
4:20, excuse me.
Panthers in the bonus the rest of the way of the half.
4:28 left in the first half. It's 17-12. Moline leads, and United Township has the ball. They get it across the timeline. Sparks hands off to Brewster. Inside is Borden now. Borden kind of takes Fagerlund's spot. Sets a pick for Brewster down the middle. Looking to draw a foul. Travel. No charge, no block, a travel.
I'll tell you what, maybe he just couldn't make up his mind. He said, well, we'll just call it travel.
Brewster sprints over as Coach Olson calls him over and kind of discuss what he wanted them to do on that play. And I think Jacob
likes to penetrate and then dish off, and got it just a little out of control, shuffled his feet ever so slightly, evidently.
Wilson directing traffic, moving people around. I thought Earl was going to come up and pick for him, but instead he picks for Cottrell. DeVilder baseline turnaround, nice. Lopez with a foul.
Well executed play by the Maroons there. That was a set play. They set a double back pick along the baseline. DeVilder flashes. Lopez does his best to fight through the picks and get there, but he fouls trying to block the shot.
But he's been aggressive on D and done a good job for the Panthers. DeVilder at the line, seeing if he can get a three-point play. He does. 5 points for Nick, and it's back to an 8-point Maroon lead.
Well, Panthers have to answer this time down the floor. Want to keep it there.
Ooh, nearly stolen. It is stolen. No, he steps out of bounds.
Good anticipation by Spranger. That was a long, long cross-court pass, and he went after that like a defensive back.
I think one of the keys to the Maroons is guys like Cottrell and Spranger. They don't care if they score 5 points, 2 points, 0 points. They just hustle around, play hard, and that's been one of the reasons they've been so successful. Three-pointer by the Panthers. Long rebound. Earl, he's got 2 boards off the bench for Frank Dexter.
Well, here's a chance for the Maroons to stretch that lead to 10 now. Something about a double-digit lead is a little more psychologically damaged than single figures.
Specifically on the high school level, I'd say. Cottrell looking inside to Wilson, and holding Wilson is Lopez.
Well, too much jockeying in there.
So still not in the bonus.
Got subs coming in for the Panthers now. D. Hunter comes in. Evans back in for the Panthers. Lopez is going to go to the bench with 2 fouls.
Now that isn't a Hunter like Scott. Is that another Hunter? Is that the same family?
That's Scott's son.
Oh man, you guys never get rid of those guys. You're as bad as the Douglases down in Quincy. I didn't know that was Scotty's son. He's into the game. D. Wilson having a game. 11 points already. We're not even at the half.
Travis is so good keeping the defender off of him. He gets great position in there, and with any kind of a pass. And that is another unforced error. I've got it unofficially. That's 8 turnovers now for the Panthers here in the first half.
D. Hunter comes in and throws it away. And a 10-point lead, as you talked about, Jim, is where it sits. Travis Wilson coming out top, posting up, doing a little bit of everything. Blowing by people, banking it in. Yeah! Travis Wilson!
Travis is feeling it right now. You can see he's got a rhythm going. I mean, that was a tough shot. He went to his left, went up off bounds, and banked it in.
Well, it was almost on cue. I started talking about it last time. He turned it over. This time he sure as heck did. Nice rebound. As I told you, the little things. Getting it done is Spranger. DeVilder will pull it out and throw it away. So Hunter comes up with a steal and a foul by Spranger.
Well, that's a bonus time now for the Panthers.
And this is what they need, trailing by a dozen.
Brewster, Fagerlund checking back in now for East Moline.
Fagerlund started. He'll man that high post position. As
Jonathan
Borden
goes. Borden, a good football player. He was a sophomore quarterback.
With that build? He's pretty stocky. I was waiting for you to say fullback or linebacker.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah, he looks like he's got some strength to him. Hunter misses. Rebound Wilson.
12-point Maroon bulge now.
With 2 minutes exactly counting down, second quarter action. 24-12, as you mentioned, they lead by a dozen. They have the ball. Earl inside. Nice little post move by Dorian. Oh, big rebound, but that hurt. You think it hit his head too. You're thinking it's going to hurt his back, and the tailbone hurts, but not like hitting your noggin.
I think
that was a great rebound, weak side too.
It was a short trip from his back to his head. He landed pretty flat on his back.
Cottrell hits hard. The Maroon fans start applauding Steve if that'll help him get up. He probably can't hear him.
Number 33, Joshua Evans.
He gets up quickly. He's a tough kid.
He's tough to get up that fast. That was a big hit there on that floor. Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but if you're gonna land like that anywhere, this is a good floor to do that on. Because there's a nice space underneath the floor. It's a great place to jump in. Like I said, I touched the rim here once.
Once. And I keep echoing
and I was a sophomore. I had to run from one end to the other, but I did it.
Cottrell goes to the bench. And who checks in for him? Number 14, Andrew Bosterson.
Actually looks like they're going to tend to Steve's elbow. That's probably he probably hit that the hardest.
And that's a bear. And you know, you being a football coach and playing the game, you know, you hit that turf late in the year sometimes, and that kills you more than anything. And the hardwood can't be any better.
Plus, we're looking down on it now, and he's bleeding, and so he has to get that tended to by rule. Well, 6 team fouls now on the Panthers, so next foul put the Maroons at the line.
Morrow's back in with U.T.H.S. Earl on the drive. So Dorian's taking the last 2 shots, taking a little charge.
Showing a little of his offensive versatility. Here comes Tommy Dyke off the bench for the Maroons now, and Brian Sparks will check back in for the Panthers.
There's a couple, no pun intended, but a couple of Sparks off the bench. Both Dyke and Sparks really get after you defensively. They always seem to get involved. They're always around the ball making something happen. Earl goes to the line. He's yet to score. He's had a couple of opportunities, though, being aggressive. Gets that one. This is the Maroons' first conference title. They won the Western Big Six outright. The last time they tied for it was when AC, who later went on to Iowa, now with the Milwaukee Bucks, drafted by Boston, played in Toronto. Dorian's older brother, and Big Brad Hopkins, who people forget about, was probably the second leading scorer on that team, and he's doing pretty good for himself in the pros. Not in the NBA, my friends. Signed a big deal with the Houston Oilers in the NFL out of Illinois. He's the highest paid offensive lineman. Naturally, I've been calling Brad and asking for a few loans.
Well, he's one of those very valuable left tackles. There's another travel.
Man. But everybody kind of, I think a lot of people remember AC, of course, because he went to Iowa and played basketball. But a lot of people forget, you mentioned people, oh yeah, I remember, you know, Brad was, in fact, Brad was more the post player. AC kind of played the high post.
Brad got a lot of attention from the football coaches because he was a good basketball player.
Good athlete, right, because Moline at that time, Smitty. Hey, nice big play. Travis Wilson. That's a 2. They give him a 2. He has 10 points in the quarter, 15 overall. You remember, because Moline struggled, that was before Dan McGuire football, and that's when you're UT Panthers, these 2 schools. UT was kind of dominated, and then I tease Pat Went when I see him. Pat Went and Brad Hopkins both went down to Illinois, and Went kind of went down as more of the product, you know.
Well, Pat was the All-State center, and got some All-American recognition in high school.
And UT was the conference champs, and Moline was struggling, and maybe if Brad wasn't such a good basketball player, his athleticism would have went unnoticed. Back
30 seconds now, 30 seconds.
It's a 28-12 lead. UT would like for anything to get a 3, at least get a bucket. Brewster nearly loses it again. He does. Another turnover, unofficial.
10 turnovers for the Panthers now.
I say unofficial because Jim and I never like to say official stats up here. We're always in the ballpark, though.
Yeah, we're within 5 either way.
23 seconds left. It's 28-12. They'll probably just give it to Wilson and say, have at it. 15 points already for Travis. Morrow looking for Travis. Gets it to DeVilder. That's not a bad option yourself. Nick on the drive baseline. Yes! 5 seconds left. The launch, no, short. So at the half, it's all Maroon. 30-12. Moline leads it. We'll be back with the second half on TCI Cable Channel 38. We get set to start the second half here shortly. The Moline Maroons comfortable, and they should be. They lead by 18, 30-12. They were out there casually shooting around like they were in the backyard. UT in their huddle a little more intense. They've got to get back in it.
Well, and Moline runs the danger of, you know, if they get too relaxed, Panthers will make a run at them, get back in the ball game. But at 30-12, it's hard not to be a little bit relaxed.
Travis Wilson scored half of those Moline points with 15, outscored the Panthers himself. DeVilder chipped in with 7, 4 for Ian Hanovan, 2 for Spranger, and a pair of free throws for Dorian Earl. 4 points for the sophomore Josh Evans. We had a 3-pointer by Tyson Warden, a 3-point play on a free throw and a bucket by Steve Lopez, and a 2 by Jacob Brewster. We started off Maroons with it, and who else? Travis Wilson with the pill.
He's matched up against Steve Lopez.
Lopez did a nice job defensively, if anybody did, in the first half for UT. Wilson strong down on that block, though. They're going to call a block, and it's on, I think it's on Hunter.
Tyson Warden, is it?
Excuse me, it is Tyson Warden. I saw the 25, not 45. Tyson Warden.
Well, when Travis gets that close to the basket, he's going to get a shot up, no doubt. It's just a matter of whether it's a 2-point or a 3-point play.
Wilson at the line, looking to extend an 18-point advantage. Wilson has 15, give him 16. He has a perfect 4 of 4 from the line, doing almost everything right. The Maroons showing why they've won 20 of their last 22 and won the Western Big Six title. Wilson got it.
They were very impressive in their big showdown with Quincy.
And the Maroons not being kind. They really want to put it away. UT gets a pass, and there's Wilson on a foul. So 2 fouls for Travis. Both times just kind of slide into the guy, didn't get his feet in the right position.
You know, and coming out full court pressure, maybe it's a good move by Coach Dexter to keep his team, let's go, we got to play up tempo,
right.
Let's not just sit back on our heels. That's going to force his kids to play hard all the way too. Well, the Panthers come out with a double high post.
A little bit smaller lineup. Stolen away by Wilson to DeVilder. Back to Wilson. Got it and the foul. Lopez, his third. Well,
what a tandem, DeVilder to Wilson. My goodness.
We started talking about that to start the game. First 2 buckets were by Hanovan and Spranger, and they came off nice no-look passes by those 2 gentlemen there.
You know, and Wilson gets a lot of the accolades, but Nick DeVilder's a 4-year veteran. He's been through the wars. He started as a freshman. He's had some ups, he's had some downs, but he plays truly as a veteran. He's kind of the glue that holds everything together.
Oh, I think he's improved tremendously over just his play, maybe a little looser, maybe a little more confident than last year. He seemed like he used to rely too much on just the 3-pointer, where now he's developed his all-around game. But you know that's a payoff in the future for Nick DeVilder, a 6'6" kid who can play the off-guard position.
Right.
You know, when he was a sophomore, it looked a little strange, but you know, when he's playing college somewhere, that'll pay off.
He's shown the ability he can handle the ball, and if you're going to play at a higher level, you've got to be able to handle the ball.
There he is with the drive, the miss, but he stayed with it, and that's that height advantage, the tip. No surprise there. A timeout as DeVilder and Wilson continue to bury the Panthers. 37-12. We'll be back on TCI Cable Channel 38. 6:42 remains in the third quarter, and it continues to get ugly. Moline builds a 25-point advantage. They've outscored UT 7-0 here in the third.
Well, those 7 points have come from Travis Wilson, Nick DeVilder.
There's a shock. I guess I'm going to have to get on Ian Hanovan. He's been their 3rd top gun throughout the season, and he's kind of having a quiet night. Not felt it. They need it. Warden out top. Brewster. Nice pass. A little long on the shot. There's a foul. It's on the rebound. Is it going to be on Hanneman?
Going to be on Hanneman, looks like.
His third.
Looked like he had inside position, but he must have hooked. Who was down there? Evans, I guess.
I can't remember. I know Jonathan Borden shot it on the left side here. Could have been the guy inbounding right now. Warden, who was down there. Nice pass inside to Evans.
6 for Josh Evans now. Panthers finally break through here second half.
He leads them with 6, gets their only 2 so far. It's 37-14. DeVilder walking it up the left side, through the legs. UT in the man-to-man. He backed him off. Hanneman again, 4 fouls. I was teasing Ian about not being up there in the scoring column. He figures he's going to get the book anyway.
Yeah, he's getting plenty of marks by his name. You know, and that might be the classic case of the second guy always gets caught.
Right.
You don't know what Evans was doing to him before the ref saw him push him back.
They leave Hanneman in. I've got him for 4 fouls.
Yeah, I've got him for 4 too.
But I don't know if it really matters so far. You got Cottrell on the bench. I wonder how his elbow is. He's still getting worked on, you can see. Coach Smith by the trainer. They're still trying to stop the blood. Out of bounds. And they call a trail league first on D. Hunter.
In the ball game for the Maroons, number 32, Tommy Dyke.
Dyke comes back in for Moline. And no surprise, Ian Hanneman sits. DeVilder looking for some help, gets it to Wilson. Nice no-look cross court, a 3, Spranger long. Rebound Brewster. He's got it. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. No, he doesn't. Travis Wilson. Nobody has possession. He's trying to call timeout. And now he's complaining. Travis, see, the key here is somebody has to have
Somebody
possession.
has to actually have it, Travis. It's going to go to the Panthers on the alternate possession. That's a smart play by Wilson, but hardly necessary with the score 37-14. It's not like it's a tight ball game and you need to retain possession of that ball.
Brewster. Surprised we haven't seen Jacob launch a few more 3s. We may now. Who thought about it? Pulls up for a 2, back of the iron. Rebound. Earl eventually gets it. He wrestles with Brewster.
That's an interesting call there. Looked like Brewster had him tied up. Earl turned away from him, and then all of a sudden it turned into a foul. So, well, when it rains it poured. That's 2 team fouls. Well, I got him for 2, but they got him for 3 on the board, and I don't know where the other one is. So.
I got Brewster for 2 as well.
This half?
Yeah.
I missed 1.
No, I got him for 2 fouls. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I got
3
him.
Team fouls.
I got him for 1 each half. So
yeah.
I
Just
missed
2. You're okay. 2 fouls on Brewster. Rebound Wilson on the Earl miss. Dorian's getting good position down low, just can't finish.
Here comes a foul on the Panthers. Evans.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 33, Joshua Evans.
His 3rd, team's 4th, and with 4.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, I have a feeling the 4th quarter might be a lot of free throw shooting.
Yeah, the way we're going, we got Panthers have tried to turn up the intensity, and they're fouling in the process.
Terrence Clark, number 40, checks in for the first time tonight for the Panthers. Nice pass. Spranger. Moline naturally in no hurry with the big lead. Another nice pass. Earl misses again down low, but Spranger's doing a good job.
Well, Kenny Spranger takes a dribble, steps into the lane, draws the defense, shoots it off to Dorian Earl, who's really mad at himself that he didn't finish that basket off.
Well, Earl has hit both free throws tonight. He'll try to keep that average up at 100%.
There's the foul we missed, or I missed. Tyson Warden has 3 fouls.
I had him for 1 as well, so there we go. Earl, 3 of 3 at the line. The lead, 24 points, 38-14.
Panthers, number 12, Adrian Bandy.
Adrian Bandychek's in for the Panthers now.
No,
He's started some games
I was
earlier
going to
in the
say, I
season.
thought I saw him earlier in the season. Bandy is 12, right?
Bandy's 12.
And he loses it.
There's Wilson going to get called for another foul.
That'll be his third.
He really wasn't even trying to guard Bandy. Bandy just kind of beat him and their feet got tangled up.
Travis Wilson, his third personal, team foul number 4.
Travis waving to the bench like he's going to stand, but I don't know if that's his call. Morrow comes back in.
Tommy Dyke goes out.
DeVilder's in with Morrow, Earl, Spranger.
Panthers essentially playing with all guards. Terrence Clark probably is not listed that way, but he'd be the only true big man if they're about 6'1".
Well, now we know why they brought Bandy in.
Panthers number 12, Adrian Bandy.
Bandy gets 2. Looks like they're going to look to him. Brewster will have to start firing as well. Wilson, oh, he misses. Oh, no. I thought he missed another one.
Hey, he got the shooter's roll, you know? 40-16. Uh-oh. Nick DeVilder, those long arms really.
10 seconds. Couldn't get it up there.
Good defense by the Maroons. DeVilder disrupted the flow of that play by tipping that pass. Brewster ran it down but couldn't get it over the line.
We're under 3.5 minutes left in the third. It's 40-16. Moline on top. And everybody's getting into the act. Earl, Spranger. Getting away from Wilson DeVilder, although they're both still in there. Spranger with it now. Inside to Earl. Dorian kicks it out to DeVilder for 3. Got it. 12 points for Nick.
Well, Nick's 1 for 1 from the arc. He hadn't had many shots tonight. Jacob Brewster's been guarding him most of the night and really trying to just get in his shirt. We find somebody open.
Sophomore's open and out and back in.
Basket by the Panthers, number 52, Jonathan Borden.
That's Borden's first bucket. Stolen away by Brewster and Bandy. Back the other way. Morrow nearly loses it. Does. Bandy with the effort. They're going to say he hit the line. No, they're going to call a foul on Morrow. What was that?
No, I think he stepped on the line when he was trying to save the ball. So
okay.
It's just going to go back to the Maroons here.
For the Panthers, number 10, Cody Durant.
Durant comes back in, as you can probably hear the PA announcer in the background. Now, McGuire usually does it for Moline, the events, but we don't have Dan.
Got John Knob down there tonight. I talked to Danny's here. I talked to him before the game. He had his 2 young children in tow. Steal by Bandy.
John, one of the wrestling assistants, I believe, for Rosenthal and company. What a year for Moline sports. McGuire and the Maroons knocking off Rock Island, having a playoff season, giving the Rocks only lost until late, deep into the playoffs. They were right in the hunt there as they made the playoffs. The Moline wrestling team, defending state champs, made it once again to the Elite 8 downstate. Had their first individual state champion in the junior, there's another turnover. The fine junior wrestler, now I'm drawing a blank on his name, 145 pounder.
Lackey.
Yeah, Matt Lackey, thank you. And of course, with the Darwins there, they're always going to do well in tennis. The girl went downstate.
Softball.
They've really,
Girls golf this year.
Really had a good year altogether.
Good all-around sports year for the Maroons.
There's a 3, in and out. Nice rebound. And Spranger does a lot of little things. They're all up to DeVilder. Nick for a second 3, in and out. Rebound UT. Bandy up quickly. Clark with it. Ooh, was going to go in hard and couldn't control it. Going with some younger guys here. Hunter. Going all the sophomores, basically. Why not? Out to DeVilder. Wilson. I was looking for that backdoor alley-oop. Stolen away. Hunter. Got Clark on his right. D's going to take it himself. So as I mentioned, the sophomores out there playing hard.
D had Terrence Clark on his wing, and D said, I think I got to step on everybody. I'm going. That foul's on Kenny Spranger, excuse me. Third foul on Kenny.
Well, help me out, Smitty. Hunter and Clark, what years are they?
Pardon me?
Hunter at the line. What year is he?
Sophomore.
Clark.
Junior.
Junior, okay, I gave Clark. And I know I mentioned Borden's a sophomore, and Evans and Warden getting a lot of PT. They're okay. Hunter hits that one. Missed his first and only free throw attempt earlier. It's 43-19. UT still trailing big in this one. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Second one, good by Hunter as well. Well, they're at 20. If that's a milestone, DeVilder cross court tomorrow. Still looking, trying to break the press. Nearly stolen away, it is. And there's one of the sophomores, Borden, running it down. Bandy, no. Earl with a nice rebound. Clark on the foul. Good position by Dorian.
Terrence Clark picks up his first 6 team fouls now on the Panthers.
Fouls on the Panthers, number 40, Terrence Clark.
Got some subs in for the Maroons now. That's number 14, Andrew Boster in there. Tommy Dyke back in the ballgame. Earl, DeVilder, Morrow round them out.
That's DeVilder with it. Nick nearly threw it away, nearly backcourt. Late call, but a correct call.
Yeah. Well, ref kind of had to do a little replay in his own head, I think, because he was right on the M there. He had to draw the imaginary line through.
Right, exactly. He's right where there isn't a line. The only spot where you have a tough time with that call. But he made the right call. That's the most important.
Borden checking back in.
Well, Frank Dexter puts his own side.
Excuse me, that's Jacob Brewster and Ryan Dexter for the Maroons. Number 5. He's a sophomore.
1:15 counting down. UT with it. They trail by 23. So we get down here, nitty gritty, going into the fourth quarter. Brewster out to Bandy. Clark baseline. No. Morrow. Oh, nearly lost it. Gets it back. Cross court to Dexter to DeVilder.
Well, Panthers got a good look that time, but sometimes you try too hard.
DeVilder lost it. Borden up to, oh, nice no look from Hunter to Clark. That's a pretty play.
Terrence Clark waits for the traffic to go by. Big Dorian Earl cruised by.
Bandy, UT making a bit of a run. Clark again. Foul Morrow. Well, they picked up an offensive bit here. They're up at 22 points, trying to cut. A free throw here would put them within 20. Morrow will sit down, coming back in. Andrew Boster.
For the Panthers, number 40, Terrence Clark.
Clark just hit his first bucket. Looking to add to it. Does.
Re-entering the ballgame for the Maroons, number 14, Andrew Boster.
Clark, a pretty good football player. Started in the backfield for the Panthers several times this season.
His second one on the way. Rebound Earl. Dorian's doing a nice job. Had trouble finishing a few, but he's doing a good job down in the blocks. DeVilder with it. 15 seconds. They got to get it across the timeline. Take a timeout. Now some moral victories for the young Panthers. We'll keep it here. 12.7 seconds left in the third. The lead, I hate to say it this way, but the lead only 20 now, 43-23.
Well, the Panthers are really playing hard. I mean, they're hustling, they're pressing, they're double teaming the ball. They have created about five turnovers here this half and got some points off of it.
Well, the UT Panther cheerleaders just did a thing when they kind of lifted that girl on top from the bottom of the ground. That was impressive.
Came flat off her back.
I kind of popped my eyes out Ralph Graham style. I was like, wondering if I saw what I saw. As you said, I said kind of moral victory for the young kids. You said, hey, they're playing hard. You saw how excited they are that they got DeVilder to cost the timeout.
Hey, when you're down by 20, you look for little victories, you know.
It is 43-23, as we told you. A few seconds left, 12.7 to be exact. Moline will try to get another bucket here.
Yeah, Panthers have all their coaches on the bench. Coach Jay Morrow, the head freshman coach, is down there. Scotty Hunter's on the bench, sophomore coach. They had a fine record this year.
Oh, nice pass from Earl. Oh, he missed it. 3 seconds. Brewster dribbled it off. Oh, he's had a tough time with the turnovers tonight. 0.5 left. I have a feeling we're going to see DeVilder launch about a 3/4 court shot. He's going to let it fly more than 3/4. Oh, not a bad effort. At the end of 3, it's 43-23. Maroons on top. We'll be back.
Almost done with high school. You know it. So what are you going to do now?
Well, I'm not exactly sure.
What kind of job are you going to get with just a high school diploma? Well, what will this job pay? It's time to get serious about your future by checking into career opportunities at the American Institute of Commerce.
Financial aid is available. Get the right education for the future you want at AIC.
Fourth quarter action getting ready to start here at the Wharton Fieldhouse. The Maroons closing it out, perhaps in style. It looks that way anyway. They lead 43-23.
You know, and Danny, that's kind of an unusual score considering the other 3 times they've played this year. The biggest difference was 9 points and 2 8-point wins, one by each team, and a 9-point victory by the Maroons last time. So,
well, early in the year, when the Moline started out of the blocks as cold as you can get, 53-46, the Panthers prevailed at the Geneseo tourney.
Panthers going to double the ball, looks like. That's going to create some layups.
Earl,
there's one right there.
Nice feed. Cottrell, good hustle defensively by Bandy. As you mentioned, biggest victory, 61-53 was an 8-point win. I guess it was a 12-point win, 56-44. The game number 1 in the Western Big Six. But definitely never got this out of hand. I'm sorry, I said Cottrell. Spranger at the line. Spranger hits a free throw. He has 3 points, but had some nice, pretty passes tonight. Coming off the wing.
Got some rebounds tonight.
Yeah, for his size, definitely down low. Missed it. Look at boy, Travis Wilson keeping it alive. Brewster the other way. Nice feed. And a lay-in by Borden.
Jacob Brewster with a nice little hesitation dribble there and drew 3 defenders.
And the Maroons throw it away. Well, UT's definitely going to have to hustle to get back into it. But if they get within 10, they'll go bananas. They trail by 19 right now, and that could very easily happen. There's a 3 on the way. Long. Earl with another rebound, but he lost it. That was actually tipped out by Hunter, I believe.
Yeah, I think Hunter flipped it out of there.
Tyson Warden let that tray fly. Couldn't get it to go. UT definitely come out pressuring the ball. Wilson with it. Cross court. Inside of Dorian Earl. Back to Travis. He'll think a 3. Oh, that's huge. He celebrates. He hits it and gets the foul. 23 points for Travis Wilson. Bandy with the foul.
Well, they're going to call Adrian Bandy for. He was doing what he's been taught to do, block out the shooter, but I think he just did it a little too aggressively.
5 for 5 from the line for Wilson, trying to hit a 4-point play.
Might as well have done everything else tonight.
Yeah, kind of would put a nail in the coffin, I think, early. Well, he had 24 in the first round of the playoffs, that victory over Rochelle. He has 24 here tonight, plenty of time left. I'm sure he'll start cherry picking a bit, and DeVilder and the boys will look for him, because I think he, as you know, he's one of the more explosive dunkers in the conference, and I think he'd like to add one to this little resume he's got going on tonight. There's Hunter with a brick. There's another rebound by Sprenger. Cross court. Morrow, long rebound, Hunter. Tried to look away pass. Look at that! Look at the hustle, and that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, oh, he missed it. He missed it. He did just what we knew he was gonna do. It was unbelievable hustle by Morrow to save that ball. Earl looked up, saw him, got his opportunity, and he missed it. Come on, Travis, we scripted it perfectly for you.
Yeah, Travis is feeling it.
He's just acting, the UT fans are getting on him, and he just kind of went over laughing like, go ahead, I deserve it.
Well, don't give him another chance, because I guarantee you that baby will get slammed.
There's a foul on the block, moving his feet.
That's going to be bonus time now for the Panthers.
Number 20, Marcus Morrow, his third personal, team foul number 7.
Put Brewster on the line, shooting the 1 and the bonus.
Panthers, number 23, Jacob Brewster.
I thought we'd see Brewster launch a few more threes. He only has 1 bucket tonight. Coming off a big 19-point game. Hits the free throw. But his job, I guess, was to penetrate around the free throw line and kick it out. Hanneman comes back in. That's good news. Planted it hard on his, that was Cottrell on his elbow. And he's yet to come back in. In fact, I think he's done. Hanneman was left with 4 fouls, and they really didn't need him.
Well, Brewster gets that second one, so 48-27.
Kicked out of bounds by Clark. .6:13 left in the ball game. DeVilder up to Hanneman. Looking up course, stolen away by Brewster. The reach in, a silly reach, and they're going to count the bucket. Hanneman will foul out on a tic-tacky play.
No, there'll be no basket.
Oh, he waved it off.
They said they got it on the floor.
Oh, when he pointed down, I thought he was pointing counting.
No, he was pointing at the floor. That does it for Hanneman.
The foul is on Moline's number 50, Ian Hanneman.
Well, Ian coming back in and got about 27 seconds worth of playing time.
For the Panthers,
Morrow will come in.
Jacob Brewster.
Moline fans on their feet here for Ian Hanneman. They appreciate his efforts. He fouls out with 4 points. Subpar scoring night for him, but he plays hard every single second he's in there.
Anybody who's followed Moline knows what he's been to them this year. Brewster getting it done at the line. 3 for 3 in this quarter. It's back to a 20-point deficit, making 19. 4 for 4. 6 points for Jacob. Wilson pushing it up. And there's a reach and foul.
Terrence Clark, he was hustling but couldn't catch up.
Well, we turn it into a free throw shooting contest now.
Terrence Clark, his second personal, team foul number 9.
Travis Wilson at the line, 24 points for the junior. As we said, he scored 24 in the first round game.
7 of 7 for the line. Having a huge night.
Simple how much more you can score if you make your free throws. If you could just sit down and show a few kids that once in a while. 8 of 8. 25 and counting. Extends the lead back to 20. Make it, nope, stay at 20. Finally misses. Moline content to stay back in the zone, let him fire away. Nice rebound, weak side by UT. Brewster, now he's going to launch a 3. A little bit long. Rebound to Earl. Dorian's done a great job filling in for Cottrell and Hanneman. Cottrell went down with the elbow, Hanover in foul trouble, and they haven't missed a beat because Dorian's dominated down there on the boards.
Here's Clark.
Another foul on Clark.
10 team fouls now, so we'll be shooting 2 the rest of the way now for the Maroons.
Team foul number 10. Entering the ball game.
Elijah Alonso's coming in.
First time we'll see him tonight.
Shooting 2 for the Maroons. Number
He's the little guy. Morrow at the line. Marcus has yet to score. And he's still super bonus.
He had a huge night over at UT when Moline in the second conference game. He just about single-handedly beat the Panthers that night. I think he had 20, 21 points, something like that. Played a good floor game, rebounded, passed, drove, shot from the outside.
Misses both. Wilson tried to keep it alive, but knocked it out of bounds. Still 20-point lead for Moline.
5:25 remaining in the game.
Brewster penetrates, finger roll, nice play.
Brewster.
6 points in this quarter for Jacob. Wilson penetrates right down Old Broadway. Morrow back to Wilson, left hand. Pretty.
Travis has the ability to get in the air and have enough body control. He's strong enough, kept the ball away from the defender.
He's fast, he's strong. You know, a lot of kids, high school kids can leap, but he's very strong. You know, we've seen him post up. We saw him use his left hand there. That's funny, and I'll use for UT fans, Polite, who's doing well at Eastern Illinois last year. They kind of used him how they used Wilson, penetrating plus driving hard. And, you know, Polite had the leaping ability, but not quite as strong, I don't think, as Travis is.
He doesn't have the body frame that Travis does.
And he's playing real well as a freshman. In fact, he made their all-rookie team down there. So, I mean, we're talking about a kid who's doing real well. No telling what Travis, he's got another year left of high school.
Right.
Was it Mark or Aaron? Which was the one who just graduated?
Mark.
Mark Polite. Yeah, he did real well. But, you know, for UT fans, if you can compare him to somebody, just think about that, and this guy may be more dangerous. For Moline fans, you almost got to wonder if you've seen anybody like Wilson at your school. Another turnover. How many do they have, Schmitty? 15?
Unofficially.
52-31.
That turnover number was really critical in the first half. They had 10 in the first half, and that really hurt there. They got off on the wrong foot.
Oh, that looked like a nice steal by Brewster to me from up here.
And that's what Jacob thought too. He thought he got that one clean.
Foul is on the Panthers, number 23, Jacob Brewster, his third personal.
Well, another second round game going on tonight down in Galesburg. Rock Island made the road trip for the second straight Friday. They almost pulled off an upset last week down there.
Rock Island's about ready to break out, but Galesburg, tough place to play.
Galesburg and Moline could be on a collision course again, too. Springer hits the free throw. He's 2 of 3 in this quarter, 4 points in the ball game. Lead back up to 22. Buries both of them. 54-31, and we're under 4.5 minutes to play. Brewster, there's a block. Morrow on a little hand check.
Almost made that shot over the top of the backboard.
Fouls on the Maroons, number 20, Marcus Morrow, his fourth personal. Team foul number 8.
Dexter checks back in for the Maroons.
So Morrow will check out.
23, Jacob Brewster.
Brewster at the line. He's 4 of 4 in this quarter. 6 points in this quarter as well, 8 in the ball game. Who misses that one? Wilson will run it down and take off the other way. I think they kind of let that one go. Borden kind of ran into him.
From way up here in the catbird seat, it looked like Jonathan Borden kicked that ball out of bounds. Ref was a lot closer than we were.
Borden coming out trying to set a pick for Brewster. He's really trying to make everything happen by himself. Rebound by. That was Hunter with the rebound knocked away. The foul is that on DeVilder?
DeVilder. And ironically, don't want to point this out, but Tyson Warden finally gets one to go. He fired a shot up there after that. He's been struggling from the field. He's got 1 3-pointer all night.
45, Demetrius Hunter.
Hunter made his last 2 free throw attempts. And he's 3 for 4 now. Missed his first one.
Lost a set of keys. We have him at the scorer's table. A set of keys at the scorer's.
And now it's a set of keys missing, and naturally my partner, Coach Smith, reaches for his pocket. The forgetful one. I shouldn't make fun of that. I lose keys more than anybody, I think. 4 of 5 for Hunter.
Oh, good steal.
Stolen away by D. Left hand.
Nice job by the sophomore. Good anticipation there.
He's got 6 points off the bench. Wilson, fake. Finger roll, no. Whoop, we had over the back. Earl, good position. Dorian Earl does a real nice job.
I was going to say, that's the only way Tyson Warden was going to get that ball. He had to put hand on back there to get to that one.
The foul is on the Panthers, number 25, Tyson Warden.
I mentioned Earl rebounding earlier. He's bigger than you think as you see him go to the line. And I'm not just talking about 6'5" or whatever they list his height. He's kind of wide. You know, and he does a good job of getting position.
Big frame, and he gets spread out in there. And got those long legs.
Misses a free throw attempt. He was
3 for 3 going into that one.
5 points for Dorian and easily 5 rebounds. I'd have to say he's probably around 8 off the top of my head there. 54-35. Make it 55-35. Earl with 6. U.T.H.S. Nice feed. Earl with the foul. Has a nice feed from Brewster to Borden. Well, it looks like the UT Panthers will fall and end the season to 10-16. While the Maroons will stay hot, picking up their 21st win in their last 23 games. Borden at the line, he has 2 points. Check that he has 4 points tonight. 2 each in the third and fourth quarter, looking to add to it. It's a 20-point advantage with 3:40 to go. Borden in and out, doesn't hit that one. He's your quarterback, you say?
Very, very intelligent football player. We did a lot of things with him as a sophomore quarterback. You know, we used to do with the varsity quarterbacks. We'd check at the line of scrimmage and
audible out.
We'd call check with me in the huddle, and he'd come out and call the correct play at the line of scrimmage. And he was very good, very intelligent, understood the game.
Wilson looking inside to Earl. He had him. Surprised he didn't go back to him. That's Dexter. Hey, he's on the board.
That's got to make Dad happy.
I heard he's the coach's pet. No, I'm just teasing. Frank Dexter's kid. I actually, knowing most coaches' sons, he's probably hotter on his kid than anybody. Spinning move. Earl with another board. There's Dorian. Doesn't get it to go, but another rebound. He's doing the old Moses Malone. Miss it so you get your rebound total. He's got to be at 10 now. He has 8 points, but his rebound total is definitely above that. 59-36. Brewster still trying to make things happen.
That hack there. I think it's going to be on DeVilder. Let's see. Nope. Going to be on Dorian Earl again. Incredibly, he's only got 2 fouls for as many rebounds as he's gotten.
Game for the Panthers, number 30, Sylvester Banks, and shooting 2 for the Panthers, number 23, Jacob Brewster.
Sylvester Banks checks in for the Panthers.
Brewster misses that one. He was 4 of 4 going into it.
Entering the ball game for
And they're clearing out. Dorian Earl leaves. Whitaker Whitaker, who I didn't even have in my book, comes in.
I'll tell you what, Chris Whitaker is getting a hand for coming in, and Dorian Earl gets a bigger hand leaving the game. Chris Whitaker started the season off with a broken ankle. Played quite a bit last year as a junior, and this might be his first action of the season.
And the fans always know, the school kids, they know who's on the team. Stolen away. Hunter's doing a nice little job here.
He's got a couple, 3 steals here.
Nice tip.
Nice tip. Who got that, Borden?
Sylvester Banks, I think. Yep. Banks on the board. Hey, there he is. And the crowd erupts. Whitaker. That's always, there's a story like that on every team. Brewster not giving up. Brewster with 9 points in the fourth quarter. I mentioned he had 2 going in, and I thought he'd shoot more. Well, he definitely done it now. Dexter. Oh, Danny's not going to like that one. Brewster, he'll launch a bomb. A little long.
It was a pass. It was a pass.
Matt Cunningham lost it out of bounds.
Was Brewster's last one a 2 or a 3?
Brewster's?
The one he made.
I had a 3. I had him a 3 on that. It is 61 to 42 with 1:51 left. And Springer leaves. Nice hand he'll get. Andy Ryan comes in. Everybody getting in, and they're saving the last 2. These next 2 guys who just passed the ball from one to the other will go out and get a nice hand. They're going to try to get him another bucket.
Andy Ryan in for the Maroons. Chris Whitaker still in there. Ricardo Harris checked in for the Panthers.
A reach in.
Matt Cunningham's now in. Sylvester Banks, D. Hunter. That might be
coming back in. Yep, missed both of them. It's a whistle.
B.J. Fisher had just checked in the game, picked up a foul here on the rebound. So we'll walk to the other end and shoot some free throws.
Nick Imes is seated next to Dexter and his staff. Assistant coach Derek Lindauer and Kelly Kane's down there as well. I have a feeling they're just going to turn and send Imes in for number 40. Here it is. He grabs Imes as I speak, and he's at the scorer's table. 27 points for number 40. As he leaves, and naturally so, gets a large hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, students, can we please show a little sportsmanship? Please do not throw anything on the floor.
A couple unruly fans, maybe not.
Please do not throw anything on the floor.
61 to 42. Moline's totally in control from this one. From the get-go, hey, they got him out of the block. What was it, 8-0 out of the blocks and never looked back?
Yep, 8-0.
Closest that UT could get. They closed the gap to 15-11, made a little 9-2 run, but that was it. A rebound by Dexter, or excuse me, not by Dexter, but Brian. He walked afterwards. 2 missed free throws by Cunningham there.
We're playing in 3-second bursts here.
Well, UT will inbound. Clock clicking down. They're going to let him play a little bit, I have a feeling. Nice tip in. Is that Clark?
Sylvester Banks.
Banks has 2 buckets in the fourth off the bench. Banks trying to get a steal. Well, we're at 1:20. Dexter. Imes. Nice feed from Imes. Didn't get it to go, though. Banks. He misses that one. Knocked out of bounds.
Boy, great style, though, Sil.
Ricardo Harris knocked it out.
107.
Yeah, 15-11 early in the second quarter was as close as UT could get. They trailed from the get-go and really fell behind. We're under a minute. Himes inside, they're trying to get that man the bucket.
3
Chris
seconds.
Whitaker, they got him one already. Everybody trying to go to him.
I was going to say, he is the man. They're trying to get the ball to, it appears.
As I said, Moline started the game on an 8-0 run. They led 13-6 after one. At the half, it was 30-12. Late in the second quarter, they really opened it up with that 18-point halftime lead. They started on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. They led 43-23 by 20 to start the last session here. Nice run by UT, though. They've scored 21 points here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Elijah Alonso, nice anticipation. Still, he's going to take it coast to coast.
Oh, nice pass.
Behind the back.
Oh, but he didn't get it to go. That was a pretty pass. We're under a half minute. Nice. Banks could have got his third bucket, too. Instead, they get a foul.
Ricardo Harris going to pick up a foul. So with 19 seconds left, we got Andy Ryan on the line. He's going to shoot some, see if we can get his name in the book here. Don't want to have all zeros behind your name in the morning, you know. Have to run out and foul somebody real quick.
Ryan at the line, in and out.
Boy, that rim's gotten tight here the last minute and a half. A lot of those rattlers.
Only 4 points for Ian Hannavin tonight. 5 for Spranger. Dorian Earl, nice game. 8 off the bench and a ton of rebounds. Molines get one more chance. Coast to coast. No! He's so excited he missed it. That was B.J. Fisher. Look at him still hustling.
Well, Ricardo Harris had a kind of slipped in an armbar and had a little veal throw there, and they called B.J. Fisher for traveling.
7 seconds, counting down. A 3. No, that'll do it. The Moline Maroons advance. They have won as the crowd erupts onto the Wharton Fieldhouse floor one more time. 61-44 the final. The number 3 seed, and I think they should have been higher, Maroons. And now 21-6, and they've won 21 of their last 23. Scott Olson and his assistant Scott Hunter finish up the season at 10-16 at UT. Leading the way, Jacob Brewster with a huge fourth quarter. Hit for, I've got him for 9 in the fourth for an 11 overall in the game. 6 for Evans, only 1 3-pointer for Warden. Fagerlund did not score. 5 points for Borden. I had Lopez with 3, 2 for Bandy, 4 for Banks off the bench, 3 for Clark off the bench. Also off the bench, D. Hunter had 6. And that'll handle the UT scoring for the Maroons. I was reading it earlier. Earl had a nice game off the bench for 8. Dexter had a bucket. Whitaker, of course, had the big bucket. 4 for Hannavin, an off night. Cottrell did not score. He hurt his elbow. Spranger is 5. A dozen for DeVilder, and a huge outing for the junior. Travis Wilson, 27 points. Once again, the final 61-44. The Maroons advance. They win this one, and they've won 21 of 23. For you, Schmitty, Jim Smith, myself, and of course our cameraman John, this has been Family Ties Productions, bringing you TCI Cable Channel 38 Game of the Week. Have a good night, everybody.